Nasir Jones, aka Blue Eyes, the big shifty fast slot receiver.
Get out of my way. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette. Fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
05.
I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Al Crunch really
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Yes.
Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a
That's what I'm saying. That's why I love my career, man. I love my career. I love to be able to play with my. Always do things possible.
On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. There's Nick Foles ready to bring out this Jacksonville offense. Nick was the MVP of Super Bowl 52, of course. Signed the big money deal to take over as a starting quarterback following the 5-year run of Blake Bortles, who wound up in L.A. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU.
Fuckers like that.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 9 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball
Already
in
have
this
this
situation
anyway,
nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency.
I need some heat. Most of the time I get
now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And here comes Leonard
Mostly
Fournette,
what I
the
be.
big, and
That's
I mean
mostly what I wear a
big
lot of times.
tailback out of LSU. When he takes the ball inside, people make decisions about whether they want to tackle him or not, and he has enough speed to get to the perimeter and outrun defensive backs. When he puts it all together, he makes the Jaguars' offense very difficult.
On 2nd and 9, Foles under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage.
Brown, I think his name is.
The football run to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
What was it? What about?
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Oh, can I be the savior?
Foles. Man open, it's Moss complete.
I was going to break it. I was going to break it on him.
28 as the drive continues.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
How I have the gloves, colors and stuff like that on almost all of my players.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Foles,
almost how you look. It's about identity, man. Like, I know players may not do certain things like that, but the rally situation, players have their own identity.
Look at our starters here on defense. against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL.
I don't care. All I want my team. I just want
playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Foles, and that is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's all I really want to do.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags have taken
play for like
lead.
the Avs or something. I don't want to.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Sometimes they have it matched up, and you just be like, I played for 2K18 for the Clippers. When I wear my white jersey, all my stuff was white. Box my white.
Go, go, go!
Let's put him on the field.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That's going to be
early. I've been able.
Incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that,
it's incomplete because you keep waiting.
These two teams.
Throw it. I understand you gotta have vision and all that crap, but
second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start.
Get into. I think they want to pass it to him.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moss, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.
Running the end of my routes.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Wait.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award.
Walking for you over here, stutter stepping.
Big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Move at the same time,
yes,
man.
Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a
He was in the backyard.
powerful runner. He's going to drop a shot run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run?
Whatever you call it,
looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do?
Throw football in the air, and somebody catches it. You gotta see how many times they can cross. There you go, before they get tackled.
Let him know.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
Why do I need to run around that way?
Anticipating what can still come.
Oh, it would be funny if you get disciplined.
Already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Oh, that's what I like.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting
I like to alternate
for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter.
My player has
offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to
got the high socks, showing Jason Terry.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's
one of the selling points of the end route.
That's a dope little
quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's come on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Black and green.
Here's a give to Fournette. Heck of a broken
Don't call for
tackle,
the
able
ball.
to work this down near the 23.
14-7.
Defense.
If I run the ball or something.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup.
Yeah, coach.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it?
Hey, coach, put me back in place.
What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This will be taken at the 10.
I mean, that's how I know you bugging. Look at that.
37-yard return.
37-yard return. That's some money, baby. Live action, but nigga. Oh man.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook.
Ever to throw that one, though, bruh.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. Still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out, and it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to
touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
After he cuffed it. And try to knock it out.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And up to the 35 before
the slot receiver
down.
big.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now this is an example.
That's another thing. 2K don't give you no runs. I don't know what they were going to do.
And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
See how ridiculous my players are built on this game?
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it.
Not that we have to see.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Foles now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
My guy was as far as.
A handoff to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And at least
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
I understand 2K, you're playing the hardest.
It's a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Is different.
Like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spread.
Ram is a different.
I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspiration.
That's my career. You can play pro.
But looks like they're ready to go.
They only get 2 there.
That's what I would. That's what I would advise people.
Going.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make
That's
that
another
call,
thing I would advise,
both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6.
Yeah, like, that's what I was saying.
Continue to roll.
Catch run sometimes. Just
and let's count them
in general.
1, 2, 3, 4
on this
touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record.
Run.
What a great performance.
Obviously,
going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
I mean, we already started up high on that one because high draft pick. Or that 60. When you upgrade yourself as you think. You know.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's taken down but able to slip across the
community.
Give him
yeah, you got a lot of adults
in
the
opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
A bank can buy that stuff like that. I'm talking about the ones
creating space for their guys
at the PlayStation.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra
yardage, like that.
They almost feel like he's one of them.
I know from my own experience. I have so many
but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
2K add in street.
Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Football, whatever. Ed Wright.
He's still
Max Payne.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run with 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll field this at the 5. Breaks free again. They can't corral him.
Come on.
Take this across the 25.
Ain't nobody trying to go out of bounds like that.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
If they're not throwing to the ball to me, then I got to at least help out a block.
Tempo. Mike 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just don't work. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree.
Trying to get some reception.
That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because it doesn't get too greedy, where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Looking to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call
legendary teams
pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us.
Mainly, I would play with the 90s and the 2000s because that's my era. That's all I care about a lot of times. And then the 2000s let me play with Kobe and Tracy McGrady and LeBron and AI, Grant Hill. Well, Grant Hill probably in the 90s. In the 2000, Grant Hill played till he was like 40 though. But would be mostly the early 90s. Him and Jason Kidd, that'd be a good person to play with on there. On those decade teams that they ended. What annoys me about 2K, they just like, dude, just tell us. We can't play the game. We can't play the game. I don't understand what. We've only seen 2 ratings for the WNBA at this point. I don't understand why Candace Parker is 93. I mean, I guess you can say come off an injury, but other than that, like, Stewart's 95. Like, Stewart's ain't been in the league that long, has she? What? Maybe okay, she came out in 2016, so I guess that she actually has been in the league a good bit. 2016. That's still 3 years now. But her to be 95, a lot of people don't like the fact that LeBron is ranked as high he is. He came off an injury too, but he didn't play. Like Candace had an injury and came back at like the beginning of the WNBA season that just started. So she was out for the beginning of that and then came back. So it is what it is, nigga. But yeah, I want to see more ratings of the WNBA.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Set, here we go. Tonight, 180, present. Tonight, 180. 180.
Ups.
Tonight, 180. What's up? Set, 380. To go.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
We do. Oh yeah, that's automatic whooping. Location too. That's what I can't wait to do. I'm gonna knock this one out, probably take a break, and I might do a face of franchise, and I might do it later on tonight or so, or this afternoon, like close.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Nick Foles and the Jacksonville Jaguars as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We call for it early so you will pay attention.
On this opening drive,
you actually throw it early.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
42 yards. Let's go,
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 14 carries, 82 yards.
A whole lot more.
Their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a team, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing
was you
with their
throwing?
quickness, their speed, and their route runnings.
Bulls? Hey.
Easy. Mike 47. Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame,
Oh.
you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
16 yards, a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right?
Here's Brian Anger.
The route I don't care
He'll
about.
kick it away for the second time.
For a route.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, it's like playing basketball and getting open, basically. I'm doing.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for the defense. Because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Pressure, but you didn't throw it to me.
First down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jaguars... So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Adam Humphries, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Redskins. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Andrew Luck, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Again, not waiting.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I don't think they allow you.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
That's actual something that you can upgrade on the game.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first
The
down.
penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook.
Quick, throw it. Come on,
So
man.
a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Foles. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shea.
Running my
Here's
slant.
Brian Anger now, as he'll pull it
Guaranteed
away for the
touchdown.
2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, baby.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Foles toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
There we go.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Yardage on that?
3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
In the area of the defender instead of right here.
They obviously watched the tape a few times.
I was out of reach, stupid nigga.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take
I'll
over.
take your plays around
They're
that.
out in front last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow.
Yo, what's going on?
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem.
Here's Brian Anger now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Really could have simmed it.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Breaks through the contact. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run past.
Right here.
Here's Foles.
Yes.
That will be incomplete.
Wow, Foles, where you throwing, man? I was open. He run my route, but god dang.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Check. Hey, silent one. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Be alert.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
Oh, and don't stop saying it's accurate, bro.
If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
You,
sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes
Planning on trying to get another touchdown, but God, dog. It'll be the dang on ball.
But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few.
Basically, that doesn't necessarily.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think
you can do anything wrong.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
That's because you were struggling to get to that point. He was at length. I thought he was going to be at, what you call? Mustache blonde, just because you know how AB was looking so retarded on there. That's really where the blonde hair came from. Was like AB's retarded self. It's like whatever.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
Like to see him get injured. I don't know.
180. To go. Tonight, 180. We got.
He never threw it. Just throw it. At that point, God, dog.
Tonight, 180. Ready to go.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply
That's
wasn't good
that.
enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Oh, we gotta play the Panthers. Luke, gotta watch out for him. Fumble. It's not as long as that number's reached. Here. What do you think I do? Just be conservative, not call for the ball? Get out of here. For the quarterback to see me open. Into my broadcast. Like I said, this will be on my YouTube, AOKid2306. So to be able to watch afterwards. But anyways, yeah, like, share, subscribe. AOKid exclusive. I'm out.